Hey everybody, I'm Vera Stewart and welcome to the VeryVera show. You know, we wanted to do a show today on Southern Sweets, and what better place to go than historic downtown Savannah, Georgia, one of my favorite cities in the state. And we're going to meet with 3 different companies today that share the best sweets in the South. We're going to start with Leopold's Ice Cream. Founded in 1919, they are celebrating 100 years in business, and for 100 years they've been serving the best ice cream you can eat. We're going to meet with owner Strattons Leopold and learn a little bit about the history of the company. Then we're going to head over to River Street Sweets. Founded in 1978, we're going to meet with co-owner Tim Strickland, and you know what? They're going to share the secret of those delicious pralines. Then we'll head over to Lillys. Founded in 2007, we're going to meet the owners of that store, and we're going to also learn about why you should go there for an after-dinner drink, or even better yet, a delicious made-from-scratch dessert. Savannah Magazine is sponsoring with us today, and they have a fantastic giveaway today that you're going to learn a little bit more about at the end of the show. So I don't know about you, I'm ready to get started. Let's head into Leopold's. Wow.
Here it is.
Oh man, Calvin.
Thank you,
so
Calvin.
Much.
Thank you.
Well, obviously, Stratton, you went completely out of your way, and I just had to taste the Tutti Frutti because you invented it.
That's an old flavor. My dad started that in 1919, that flavor. But I have something here I want you to try too.
Okay, what is this?
This is perfect for you. This is called Savannah Socialite.
Oh, do I raise my pinky?
Please do.
Absolutely.
It's 2 kinds of chocolate. It's homemade caramel. It gets a little bourbon in it. It's got some pecans in it. Or as other folks say, pecans, but pecans.
Well, you know, the neat thing about the progress of your business is that it's always been a destination. If you're coming to Savannah, you're going to go to Leopold's. But now you ship this ice cream.
We certainly do. We ship nationally. I've even shipped to London because Tom Cruise was there. He loves our ice cream.
Name dropper.
Well, no, sorry. But anyway, we shipped on his plane. But yes, we shipped to London.
Oh, well, and as a customer of your mail order service, it arrives in perfect condition. Actually, I've just recently started letting that be my go-to gift. Well, as I said earlier in the show today, you're celebrating 100 years in business. So tell us a little bit about what your plans are for the centennial.
Well, we had a wonderful party this past August. We closed the street. We do it every year, but this year was extra big. We had about 14,000 people attend that day. It's just amazing. We have a centennial book that's coming out very soon, which chronicles the history from 1919 to today. In the research before that, it was amazing. I learned things I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, sure did. But we even found a photograph. My parents came from Greece. They even found a photograph of the ship my father came over on.
Oh my gosh.
It was
well,
amazing.
It was your dad and 2 brothers.
Exactly.
And, you know, I said, well, where's the rest of the family that's helping you keep this afloat?
It's our wonderful staff. It's the rest of the
Absolutely.
family.
You said you were the last man standing.
But the staff is there. We have great folks working with us.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is.
And you know, I think that's what it's about. I think it, you know, as you speak about the company, you're using we. And, you know, that's the way I've always felt about, you know, our company and where it's headed. So tell me a little bit about this whole executive vice president of Paramount Pictures.
Well,
I mean, my goodness.
I started in the film business many years ago. Actually, in Atlanta in the 70s, the first time Georgia got busy. But then I went to LA, I spent 12 years at Paramount, had an office there, and became EVP of Executive Vice President of Production. I enjoyed producing, I still enjoy producing pictures more than being on staff. Even though being on staff, you manage several movies, but still, having one and having the creative input, that to me was really good.
Well, and just the walls in here filled with the stars that you've worked with and the history there is so incredible. You know, when you look back, what would be your favorite memory of Leopold, and what would be your favorite memory of the movie business?
My favorite memory of Leopold, I guess, as a youngster, I used to enjoy washing glasses. At the same soda fountain behind us here, I would reach up and over and wash glasses. Back then, you had the little 3-brush thing, and
right.
You know. So as far as movies, I guess the most seminal moment would be we filmed a movie in Macon called Wise Blood, a Flannery O'Connor novel, and I was the producer's assistant, really. I was just starting out, but John Huston directed.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a memory.
The ability to ask questions of someone with that knowledge from African Queen, his producer was from African Queen onward. It was an amazing time.
Oh my God.
The most fun I had was Mission Impossible. We toured the world. So.
Well, you weren't a stunt man, I hope. My
No,
goodness.
no.
All right. Well, we're going to finish this ice cream,
Yes.
and in just a few minutes, we're going to head down to River Street Sweets to learn how to make pralines. But my goodness, I can't wait to finish this ice cream. We'll see you back in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. And if you're just joining me, I'm in Savannah, Georgia today. We've been at Leopold's, we've learned about their history, and more importantly, tasted some of that delicious ice cream. But now it's time to learn how to make pralines, and what better place than River Street Sweets. Oh, it smells amazing in here. I am so excited to introduce everybody to my friend Tim Strickland. Tim, I'm so
Great to see you, Vera.
Great to see you too. And you know what? It just doesn't change in here. The aroma just gets better and better every time I come. But you know, you are famous for these pralines. And maybe it's like riding a bicycle, you never forget how to do it?
Never forget how to do it. I remember my mother and father making pralines on our kitchen stove when I was 11 years old, and it's the same recipe today.
Oh my gosh. Well, do you mind walking our viewers through the process?
Absolutely love to.
Okay.
We begin every batch of pralines with sugar, butter, half and half, pecans, and a special ingredient that we don't let anyone know. It's the ingredient that my mother and father used as they made their first batch of pralines at our home on Beauregard Street. We go through a process of allowing the mixture to cook up to 250 degrees. During the process, it rises twice. On the second rise, we put in 16 cups of pecans, and we let the pecans work its way into the batch of pralines, the candy itself. Then as it mixes for 2 to 4 minutes, and at that point, the batch is ready to be dipped onto our marble slabs that draw the heat out of the pralines and cool them over the process of 5 to 7 minutes. And the finished product is this, Vera.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I have got to taste this right now. It melts in your mouth. It is so good. Well, Tim, you are a busy guy. Your family is growing this business just enormously.
That's
so
correct.
I know our viewers, especially those in Savannah that might not have any idea how far reached your company is. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, so about 3 to 4 years ago, myself and my sister, our father, decided that we want to start franchising our business. At that time, we had 17 stores. Over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, we have grown that. As of this April, we will be at 26 or 27 stores. We are as far north as Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
For heaven's sake.
We're building a store in Asbury Park, New Jersey right now, where the boss is from, the Stone Pony, all the way south to Key West, and all the way west, all the way to San Antonio. So we look like we have more growth coming, 2 or 3 more at the end of this year. So that is where our focus is growing our candy base and our candy business, and trying to spread the praline basically empire across the South and Southeast.
Well, and you know, isn't it interesting that the people in all these outlying areas are buying into this truly Southern dessert?
Well, you know, we're so fortunate now. Savannah's become a real destination. So people up the East Coast, all the way in the South and the Southwest, know Savannah now. They want to come visit. And so we sell more pralines, our family, our company, more than all the stores in New Orleans combined.
For heaven's sake.
So that's the growth.
Tell me about the Braves Stadium.
That's correct. We just opened last week at the Braves, Atlanta Braves, at the Battery. We are about 150 yards from the front gate as you enter the stadium. So fortunate to be teaming with the Braves. They've been wonderful to us. And that property alone has 4.5 million people a year walk right down that walkway right past our store. So we're very excited and had a great grand opening last week.
Well, I am so happy for you and your family, and certainly the hard work pays off, and the fact that people that are listening right now that aren't nearby, they can order over the phone on your website.
And that's correct. We have a 100,000 square foot production plant. We send out over 3 million brochures a year. And during Christmas, we're the #1 shipper of UPS out of the city. We ship anywhere from 5,000 to 15,000 packages a day.
That's a lot of sugar, folks.
So,
well, in Vera's Corner today, maybe we can wash down this praline with a little Arnold Palmer Granada that's delicious. And when we come back, we're going to head over to Lillys, maybe to get an after-dinner drink. So, Tim, thank you so much, and we'll see you back in just a few minutes. Granada is a semi-frozen dessert made with sugar, water, and several seasonings. For me, the perfect choice this time of year is an Arnold Palmer. Let me give you a quick recipe. All you need for this recipe is 2/3 cup of sugar, 2.5 cups of water, 2 black tea bags, and 2 lemons. Bring the sugar and water to a boil in a saucepan, add the tea bags, and steep for 5 minutes. Remove from the heat and allow to cool to room temperature. While the tea mixture cools, zest both lemons, then half in juice. Add lemon juice and zest to the cooling tea mixture. Once cooled, pour the tea mixture into a shallow, freezer-safe dish. Cover with plastic wrap and freeze. After an hour, run a fork through the mixture to break up any large pieces of ice, then return to the freezer. Repeat every 15 to 20 minutes until the consistency is fluffy and no large ice crystals remain, about 2 or 3 more times. Granada may be made ahead and stored in a plastic-covered container in the freezer for up to 3 days. Fluff with a fork before serving, scoop into glasses, and serve. This frozen treat is so tart and refreshing. Enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. And you know what? If you love chocolate, you're in for a treat, because we are at Lillys right here in Savannah, that is noted for their scrumptious chocolate desserts and chocolate cocktails. I'm joined by Janine and Rebecca, the co-owners of Lillys, and y'all have got quite a story to tell. Tell us about your beginnings starting in 2007.
We'd been friends for quite a few years. We knew we wanted to open a business together, and who doesn't love desserts? And we were very inspired by our grandmothers, Elsie and Josephine, and because they loved their sweets, they loved a good cocktail, they were great dressers.
And don't you love their vintage outfits today?
So we liked that retro feel, and we knew we wanted to let that be part of our inspiration.
But Rebecca really is the foundation of Lulu's and her talents with desserts. She'd rather watch Julia Childs as a child, and and fascinated with everything that she did cooking-wise, rather than watch Mr. Rogers. So as an adult, she'd always bring things to dinner parties, and we knew, after everyone loved everything, that we needed to have our business based on desserts, and because it's Savannah, we needed cocktails.
We needed
too.
a cocktail.
We celebrate everything here in Savannah. So, but we're glad we did. We won Best Desserts in Savannah 12 years in a row, and the rest is history.
Well, if you had to say what is the favorite dessert, what would it be?
I think we'd have to say strawberry suspension cake.
And I think I see one over there.
You do?
That
Let me grab that for you.
Letting me try.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a light chocolate cake, top and bottom, soaked in a rum.
Did you hear that? It's a light chocolate.
As in light flavored, yeah. With a rum soaking syrup, and then it's slightly
it's
sweetened
so pretty.
mascarpone
I just
cheese.
got to taste. I got to get a little of all of the parts. I don't even know what to say. I know my grandmother would say, don't talk with your mouth full. But that is scrumptious. So the thing is, you go to dinner somewhere,
Right.
and then you come here for dessert.
Right.
And so you said there's an app where you can find out how much longer it is before your table is ready,
Yeah,
or
Yeah, we don't take reservations, so just through Yelp, you can see how long the wait is, and then you can get in line, and we'll text you when the table's ready.
So, you know, unique about Savannah are, you know, certainly culinary. Just the restaurant scene is so amazing here. But now this dessert idea has become part of the whole process of coming to Savannah, is to do all the things that are the hot things. And obviously, Lillys has developed quite the reputation for a place to go get that fabulous dessert or the great after dinner drink. So tell us about the favorite drink.
Well, our signature cocktail is a Lulutini. It's dark chocolate, dark chocolate, dark chocolate. So basically it is Van Gogh chocolate vodka, just a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Okay.
Then we've got an Italian dark chocolate liqueur.
Oh, she looks like she knows what she's doing.
And then
And I'm
creme de
supposed to
cacao.
drink this
Yes.
in a minute.
So basically that's all liquor so far. And then to cut it just a little bit, we put several ounces of dark chocolate sauce that we make here. It's Belgian chocolate.
Wow.
Okay. And then you give it a nice good shake.
You just shake it. I mean, she almost looks like I Love Lucy, maybe in the chocolate part of the story.
That's hilarious. I love Lucy. She's quite the...
Oh, look at that. So you've got to have the
you
garnish
can
on
do
the
what-
glass.
You know, chocolate is a great decorating tool. So we use that chocolate, that's a fondue sauce. We decorate our plates with it.
You can just drink it out of an
Sipping
espresso
chocolate,
cup.
You can just drink it straight. So,
Oh my gosh.
there you go. Say bye-bye.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Well, I can't say goodbye yet because we've got to go meet Sarah Watson, who is the managing editor of Savannah Magazine,
awesome.
that's hosting us today for this wonderful excursion. So come back with us in just a few minutes and we're going to find out how you can win this experience and everything else. You know, life is like a box of chocolate, and if you watch Forrest Gump, you know where I'm sitting and you know what that's all about. But I'm really happy to be joined now by Sarah Watson, and she is the managing editor of Savannah Magazine. And you know, Sarah, for me, I go back as far as being a little girl, getting on the Nancy Hanks train, which is like a locomotive. I mean, my children think, Mom, you sound like you're 150. But I would ride from there to here to see the Juliet Lowe home for the Girl Scouts when I was a little girl.
Yes.
So we have got an amazing giveaway that Savannah Magazine has done for us, and I'd love for you to tell the audience about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're so excited to be a part of this. For me, Savannah Magazine is a fantastic place to work because I get to really tell the stories about everything authentic and fun going on in Savannah right here, right now. So every issue, really, any page you turn to is a reflection of all the incredible things that are happening in this city. So we're delighted to be able to let somebody experience that firsthand through this giveaway.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so it includes 2 nights in historic downtown, amazing lodging, and from there the winner will certainly enjoy lots of great food and drink. We've got a dinner at River House, which is exactly what it sounds like. Amazing views of the river, low country cuisine and cocktails. Definitely bring your sweet tooth. I know Vera walked you through a lot of these amazing places like Leopold's and Lulu's Chocolate Bar and River Street Sweets, and you'll get to experience them in person as part of this giveaway.
So fun.
Yeah, and then of course it wouldn't be Savannah without plenty of arts and culture. So the winner will get to experience the Telfair Museums. That's actually 3 museums here. One is more contemporary, and then the other 2 are kind of more historic, really learn a lot about the history. There's also going to be a performance that the winner will get to go to.
Gosh.
I know, at Savannah Theater, which dates all the way back to 1818 and is really kind of a fun for all ages. They do different types of shows, could be comedy, could be musical, but it's always delightful and in the most beautiful setting. And then one of my favorites in this package is actually the dolphin tour that's on
wow.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Low country really is about, the cuisine is influenced by being so close to the water. We have a beach in our backyard over at Tybee Island. And so this dolphin tour, hopefully you'll actually really get to see some dolphins. I guess you can't necessarily plan on that, but the tour is beautiful nonetheless, and it really is. It's so magical whenever you see that. So that is it. The last thing I'd like to mention is that you will receive, the winner will receive a one-year subscription to Savannah Magazine. One of the best things in there is our best of issue, where readers vote on all their favorites, and pretty much everything in this prize package has been a best of winner. So.
All right, well, what we want you to do is go to all of our social media outlets at VeryVera Stewart and register to win this fantastic weekend. And Sarah, I always say on the VeryVera show, no matter what you do it in good taste. We've had some great taste today. I hope you'll come back again next week.